y'all was cool with her going to stay with him. She was staying with him, or she was given living quarters.
We living. There you go. Now you being an industry man. Living quarters is what it's supposed to be, brother. Exactly. With the same person that we gave power of attorney to. So yes. So we're gonna talk this all.
Please, I can't. He can't keep going with that. There was no power of attorney, no stamp notary. It was a piece of unsigned piece of paper that they wrote, and she didn't even sign the paper. Stop playing with me. I'm so sorry. Stop the cap.
Let me read this to you, Cho.
Stop the cap.
Wait, Debo.
I got
the transcript.
But hey, Debo.
Yeah.
Start at page 783. Start at page 783, line 13.
Okay. And I'm sending this to you, Cho.
All right.
If he check his inbox, he'll see it.
Look, bro.
Do you recall how long it was between the festival where you first saw the defendant and when you went to the Dolphin Hotel for an audition with the defendant? It was possible. Answer. It was possible a few days. He did say that he usually stayed there after a few days. Question. And when you say he, who are you referring to? Answer. The defendant. Did you remember what you did before you went to the Dolphin Hotel that day? I was at school. And where did you go after school? I was blank after Patriot singing. I didn't go to any sports activity. I went to my friend Malika's house and I got dressed. Mechanic. Can I have that read back? Whose house? Malika. She's a friend of mine that I attended high school with. Okay. Could I have the entire answer read? Sure. Whereupon the record was read. What was the name again? Malika. Malika? Malak. Yes, go ahead. Thank you. You testified that you were at your friend's house and then you got dressed. Did you then go to the Dolphin Hotel? I did. Who, if anyone, came with you to the Dolphin Hotel? No one. Who, if anyone, knew that you were going to meet the defendant at the hotel that day? My family. Do you remember what you wore when you went to meet the defendant that day? Yes, I do. I wore black kitty heels and a pair of skinny jeans, dark blue, and a crop top that had mesh at the top. Mr. Kenny, I'm sorry, I didn't get the top. It had mesh on the top. Okay, thank you. I'm showing the witness only what's been marked for identification is 247A for the witness only. Do you recognize what's shown in 247A? I do. What is that? That is me prior to meeting the defendant. And we took photographs. I took at the picture. And did you take it that day that you were going to the Dolphin Hotel to meet the defendant? I did. Government offers 247A, no objections. That's in evidence. Now, you testify you went to the Dolphin Hotel to meet the defendant. Where did you first see him at the Dolphin Hotel? When I drove there, he told me that it would be a black Sprinter out front of the hotel and to get inside. Did you see the black Sprinter when you arrived? I did. And when you say black Sprinter, what are you referring to? A Mercedes-Benz black Sprinter van. And who, if anyone, did you then go inside the Sprinter? I did. Who, if anyone, was inside the Sprinter when you went there? The defendant. Anyone else that you saw? No. Where was the Sprinter van parked? It was parked in front of the hotel. Was it parked in the parking lot of another location? No, it was parked directly in the roundabout in front of the Dolphin Hotel. Yes. What happened when you went inside the Sprinter? When I got inside the Sprinter, me and the defendant talked it. Do you remember what you talked about that day? We, of course, talked about me auditioning, and he had asked me a few questions. Do you remember what he asked you? Yes. What did he ask you? He had asked me to sit on his lap. How did you respond when the defendant asked you to sit on his lap? I asked him if he was sure. What did the defendant say? He said he is. Did you then sit on the defendant's lap? I did. What else, if anything, did he ask you when you were inside the Sprinter? He then asked me for a kiss. How did you respond to that? I didn't necessarily want to, and so he said just a small pop kiss. Now you use the term pop kiss. What that was that your word or his? His words. What did you do? I did kiss. I said, are you sure? And what happened? And then he said yes. And then I gave him a pop kiss. Now, what do you mean by a pop kiss? Meaning that in his terms, it didn't need to have any tongue. It was just an innocent pop kiss. Approximately how long did you stay in the Sprinter with the defendant? Not long. Probably about 5 to 7 minutes. And what, if anything, did you do after you were in the Sprinter? Someone knocked on the outside of the Sprinter, and it was time for us to go upstairs. Did you see who knocked on the Sprinter van? I did. I did not, because there were black.
We here now. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. Damn, I wish I was pushing the act. I had no haps if I was pushing the act.